Hello there people, just a quick note. As you can see by the screen, the software screwed me a little bit, but after a few minutes our friend and folk hero, essentially, Redneck Sam, he starts moving back a little bit, and after, like I say, about 5 or 10 minutes, his face just fills the screen nicely. So apologies for that, but it's a wonderful interview, and he's a lovely lad, and links in the description. Go and give him some subs. He reviews cigarettes, but he's gonna, as you'll see what's going to happen. It's a nice interview. Here you go, enjoy. Okay, hello everyone. Well, we've had many people on my channel, old people from many walks of life, celebrities, Google famous, filmmakers, you name it, they've blown me out at some point. But one lad who came along about a year ago, oh, he caused such a stir, one of the most demanded return people ever in the history, the long history of my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. I give you the return of Redneck Sam. Sam, how are you, man?
Oh, I'm all right. How are you today, Dangerfield?
Man, it's been about a year since I spoke to you, so you must be, what, 13 now?
No, I'm 20.
What's been going on in that crazy redneck life? What have you been fucking pigs and burning bacon? I don't know what happened.
Well, it's a really good guess there. But really just been working on the farm, trying to make some money, taking over the family farm operation. That's really been about it.
Man, you are so ridiculously authentic. It's incredible. It's like, this is like a movie for me. I've just been taking over the family farm. And what, if you're a cowboy, aren't you?
I'm more of a farmer than a cowboy, but I like to think I am.
You're
how much of it, cowboy?
On a percentage, how much are you farmer, how much are you cowboy?
90 to 10.
Oh, that's not good, is it? We need to do something about that. What's the difference?
Well, typically a cowboy, you know, I don't know if you guys in Europe are familiar with rodeo, whatnot like that. Riding horses, running cattle out on a range, you know. Farmer mostly deals with crops. We do have cattle, but they are in a feedlot. We feed them. They're not on the range.
Okay, so you haven't got the really exciting sort of sexy stuff that the girls like. You're planting potatoes.
Sugar beets, they're pretty damn close to potatoes.
Sugar beets, is that what you do? Look
yeah,
at that,
we
you've
do.
got cigarette, you're still on the snouts.
Yes, sir.
Is that a nice one? Tell me about that cigarette. What have we got going on there? Hang on. Sorry, Sam. For people who didn't see the original interview, I first met Sam by ripping the piss out of his channel, although I quadrupled his subs for him in the end. But he reviews cigarettes. Yeah? He'll sit with a pack of Marlboro going, it's got a nice packet, nice detail, good logo, nice heavy box. Yeah, I was just watching one of his videos before the interview to recap on his persona. No shit, he was going, this is a rough cigarette. I like a rough cigarette occasionally. I sometimes just snap the filter off. So Sam, tell us about that smoke. Give us your expert opinion on what you got burning there.
Ain't much of an opinion other than it's a fucking Marlboro Red. And
Sam, you just ripped the rug out of your own celebrity. Yeah, I've seen you review Marlboro Reds.
It tastes good. It's got a lot of tar, and it will probably kill me someday. So
you've changed, man. This ain't the cigarette reviewing child I got to know and love who took the internet by storm. This is a man who's you've just said it's a cigarette and it's going to kill me. That's what everyone says. Tell us some of the details.
Some of the details, if you insist, they're Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Marlboro Red tastes really good. Tastes really strong. One of the strongest filtered cigarettes you can get. Not too expensive.
Is it your general
Burns
sort
a long time.
General classic all day smoke?
Pretty much. You know, there's a reason in the States we call Marlboro Reds cowboy killers in the States.
Really? Oh, because of the geezer that was in the advert, he died, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah,
the Marlboro
I know
Man.
That kind of stuff.
Yep. You know, fun fact for you, all 8 of the Marlboro Men have died of lung cancer.
Well, that's why I'm on this. Probably still kill me. So, Sam, let's go back to enjoy your cigarette. It's your general sort of rough all-day cancer smoke. Have you done rodeo?
I just like to watch.
Yeah, but that weren't the question.
What was the
Done
question
it? Have
again?
you been on one of them sort of bucking broncos?
No. I still have half a brain, so
Really?
I don't do that.
It looks quite dangerous. The one where they're on a real fucking horse. So they like white? No, it's not a horse, is it? What is it? An ox?
It's a bull. In the States, we have bull riding. I have a couple friends that do it. Obviously, I live in Montana, which is a huge rodeo state.
Wow.
So obviously, I have friends do it, and I live in rural Montana too. So rodeo is huge here, but
Really?
I just like to watch.
Really?
Yes, rodeo is huge.
And you only want to watch because it's dangerous?
Basically, yeah. My aunt actually, one of the main events in rodeo is a woman's event called barrel racing, and the barrels are in a triangle pattern, and you go around them in a clover pattern as fast as you can. And my aunt at one time, who lives next door to me, was a top 25 in the world barrel racer.
Wow! Look at that,
Yes.
everyone. Maybe
Yes.
we'll get the barrel racing on one day. It'll be exciting times. Is it sexy if it wasn't your auntie?
Well, I mean, she's about 55, so...
Mate, that's about 10 years older than me, steady. So do you like those kind of girls? Do you like sort of those sexy sort of American girls with the cowboy hat and the tight jeans? What's Redneck Sam's perfect woman?
Well, perfect woman, I'd have to say, is the woman I got right now.
Oh,
my,
hang on, whoa. People need time to digest that kind of shit. Now, between me and you, are you just saying that because she's going to watch it, or is she the perfect woman?
No, she is the perfect woman. I love her to death.
Is she hot as hell?
To me, she is.
Well, that's all I'm asking, of course. It's always in the eye of the beholder. Let me ask you a question. Does she smoke, the missus?
No, she's diabetic, and diabetes and nicotine don't mix well.
Well, Sam, life and nicotine don't mix well, really, do they? To be honest. Does she like you smoking? Does she think it's cool? And
no, she nags on me to quit, and I cut down from 2 packs a day to about 4 or 5 cigarettes a day now. So
now, let me ask you, is the only reason you haven't... Hang on, what did you just say?
I used to smoke 2 packs a day. She came along, and now I smoke 4 or 5 a day now.
Yeah, that's not great, man. What am I thinking? Is there a bit of you that doesn't want to give up smoking because you've established yourself on the internet? You got 200 subscribers. You could be giving your dream away by giving up smoking.
No, I'm afraid to give up smoking because, quite frankly, I'm addicted as fuck to nicotine, and I can never picture myself not being a smoker. That's just the way it is. And everybody in my family smokes too, and when everybody else does, it's kind of hard not to, being around it and whatnot. Trying to quit a couple times and don't work very well, and everyone in your house is just lighting up,
Sam, I've sat in a brothel in Thailand and not slept or eaten or drunk water for 2 weeks coming off of heroin. That was quite difficult, but I still done it. What are the withdrawal symptoms of coming off of nicotine?
Well, everybody is different. Some people, I've had friends that smoked for 10 years and they just up and quit cold turkey. Me, I mean, if I quit cold turkey, I got headaches, I was tired, everything pissed me off,
That sounds like a lot to go through to not get cancer, bronchitis, lung disease, look like shit, have yellow teeth, smelly breath, smelly clothes, and no money. I mean, cigarettes, that's fucking heroin prices these days. How much are you paying for a pack of 20 out in the States?
$6.50 US dollars.
I mean, that's better than in England. 20 Marlboro in England are going to cost you $13.
Really? And what's the pound comparable to $1?
Oh, I don't know. You're asking. Hang on, I have got the facilities to find out though. You are looking at one English pound is going to give you $1.31.
So pretty close.
It's expensive, man. You're looking about a tenner. We call it a tenner. So, okay, so you know what? I'm going to tell you something now. When you came on before, oh, and it was excellent. Oh, we had laughs. You've done a little impression of me. We're going to do that again in a minute. See how you've developed your skill set. But there was something else. When I couldn't get hold of you again, and I tried, and I inboxed you, and I asked you, and then people from my channel were asking you, radio silence. And a bit of me thought, I know when people disappear from the internet, it's when they've got bird issues. When they got girlfriend problems.
No, that necessarily wasn't it.
You had that, though, didn't you?
I put my social media all aside. Some family stuff happened with the farm, and I was busy all the time, and I couldn't concentrate on trying to keep an online persona or whatnot. I didn't have time for it, you know. I mean, I'm working 12, 13 hours a day.
Shit!
You know?
Really? What, like physical labour?
Yep, farming.
But you're only, like, tiny. You're like a little twig.
Yeah. Well, I do a lot. You know, 110-pound me does more than 180-pound people do by 8 a.m.
I like that, man. I like your attitude. You're a good lad. You still happy with Trump?
You know what? I voted for Trump.
I respected you for that.
I think he's been doing a lot to fuck up. Made a lot of false promises, but he is my president, and I will stand behind him. I would have stood behind Hillary. I stood behind Obama because even if I didn't agree with him, they're still my president.
No, and I think that's, you know, you've got to keep your country strong. If other countries see their own people is weak in front of their own president, it doesn't look good. I think that's an admirable quality, Sam. I mean, he hasn't really been given a chance, let's be honest. This has been I've never, you know, I'm an old boy now, and I've never seen a media onslaught like it. You know, it's endless.
Yeah, it's every day, you know, just for example, I used to like to watch late night TV, late night talk shows. All they do is bash Trump.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. That's all they do. That is their whole routine all night.
Do you think...
So I just don't watch TV.
No, I don't. For the same reason. I mean, it's dominated by left-wing nonsense. Do you think he'll get a second term? Or do you think he'll even finish this one?
You know, it's really hard to tell at this point. You know, he's only been in for a year. He's still got 3 years to go. 3 years is a lot of time to get a lot done. It all depends on what he gets done in these next 3 years.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that first year is the difficult one. Right, just before we came online on Skype, you said that your channel's going through some changes. So what's happening? I see you've changed your name.
Yes. You know, I had always run that Instagram just for the farm stuff. For a while, I did the tobacco on Instagram, but you know, I like to show off my life, and I like to give people a glimpse into a life that a lot of people don't know about, and I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of my life. I'm very proud of this farm. You know, I'm the 5th generation to farm this.
Wow. You know what? It's lovely to hear that. It's lovely to hear that, and I can tell it exudes from you. There's a pride there.
Yeah.
And that's a rare situation. 5 generations. Amazing.
Yeah, and this is the one thing in my life that I have that I am just prouder than fuck of, and I will never give up for anybody. And I like to show that off to people. I love all aspects of agriculture and farming. And that's what I did on the Instagram. And with the amount of the followers that most of them were sent by you, you know, they're all saying, well, show us the farming, you know? And so I thought, all right, maybe I should, because I'd really like to get into that, making videos, doing what I love to do, not just fucking tobacco.
I'm telling you, man,
what I love to do.
Sorry to interrupt. I'll tell you from my point of view, that would be amazing. Like you say, people don't know about it. No one I know is a fucking farmer. Jesus, I don't even know if there's any farms left in this country. I haven't seen one for about 20 years. That would be amazing. So do that and talk to your family as well.
Yes.
And then when you make enough money out of YouTube, you can fuck the farm off, go to New York and get laid on the side when your missus is doing the washing and that.
You know, I always had this idea in my head that, you know, I could monetize YouTube, get real fucking popular.
We've all had that idea, Sam.
Farm, you know? I'd still farm, you know, like there's an old adage here. And it's a farmer wins the lottery. People ask him what he's going to do with the money, and he says, farm until the money is gone. You know, it's just something you can't give up. It's something that's always going to be a part of you.
No, it's really admirable. Does your girlfriend work on the farm?
You know, she comes out and helps me once in a while. She has a job in town. I live next to a small town. She has a job in there, working most of the time. And she has her horses that she trains. But she comes out and helps me once in a while.
It sounds like it sounds like a ridiculously wholesome existence. Does your family live off of stuff from the farm?
No, you know, we shop at Walmart like regular jackoffs.
Ah, you fucked it up there, man. You lost so many points. I would have lied then. If that was me, I'd have just gone, yep, oh, yep. We got 25 chickens. We got Itsy, Bitsy, Maisie, Basie. We got a goat. We got 3 sheep. But no, you go to Walmart and buy a pack of biscuits for breakfast.
Now, we do keep a couple cows for ourselves every year.
Sam, you ignored everything I said then. You've learned to ignore me. I see there's a bit of growth there. I spoke for ages and you looked a little bit annoyed and then just carried on. I admire that. Continue.
You know, we do raise about 2 cows for ourselves a year, and slaughter them and eat them.
Whoa. Have you done that?
Kill a cow?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we have them processed by somebody else.
What's the most hideous thing you've done in the course of work? Like something really gross. But I know it's mainly agriculture, so probably not a lot.
Well, there's a lot of gross shit to farming a lot of people don't understand, especially if you're running cattle. Preg checking, which involves putting your hand in the rear end of the cow and feeling the uterus.
Have you done it?
Pregnant or not?
Have you done it?
Yes, we do it every year. Yes.
See, Sam, you're talking too much. Listen, boy, you got 2 ears, 1 mouth. If you made a video of that whilst having a cigarette, oh, you're smashing YouTube to pieces. If you'd done a review of a cow's anus, or, well, not anus, I suppose it's the vagina. Do cows have vaginas? What's it called? Balls bum? Hang on, though, but do you see what I mean? That would be amazing on YouTube. You'd be shoulder deep in a cow. Ooh. Wait, how old were you when you first stuck your hand up a cow's ass?
You know, I didn't. The first time I did it was last year. Before last year, I was just kind of a hired hand on the farm, on my grandpa's farm.
Literally a hired hand. I'm thinking, because you're only little, there's a bit of a chance if that cow sort of coughed or something, you might get sucked in. Just your little feet sticking out the back of the cow. Right, Sam, it's that time of the interview where it's time for you to do your impression of me. Go for it.
Well, let me think of something to say.
Yeah, okay. No rush.
Oh, jolly good, sir. It's me, Dangerfield. Hip, hip, diddly do.
It's a little bit like...
You like some tea and crumpets?
It's like the bloke from Mary Poppins. Dick Van Dyke, Mary Poppins. Hello, Mary Poppins. What's going on over there, then? Right, okay, so farming, we've covered farming, we've covered... right. Are you having another cigarette?
Fuck, why not?
Fuck it, man. Just caution to the wind. It's, you know. So, Sam, I'm interested in your wholesome life, but when I think of Montana, did you say?
Yeah.
Right. What's the place where they drive cars around in a circle all day? What's that called?
A roundabout?
No, you cheeky cunt. For sport.
Oh, NASCAR. You're thinking of NASCAR.
Is that your manor? Is that Montana?
No, NASCAR is more popular down south.
Oh, you're not even south? Right, whereabouts in America is Montana?
Montana is the west.
Okay, but not as far west as Seattle.
No, Seattle's about as far west as it gets. But when you think of the West, cowboys, Western movies,
Of course,
Montana.
Western. Of course.
Western movies.
That's right.
Montana.
I'll tell you what.
The Wild West.
I'll tell you what I really like. Once Upon a Time in the West.
There are still many parts of this state that really are the Wild West.
Sorry, I was talking over you. Say it again.
There's still many parts of this state that are still really the Wild West, where you can't rely on police, you can't rely on grocery stores, you got to fend for yourself.
What, in terms of firearms and sort of just a bit lawless?
Yeah.
So what, if your truck broke down out in the middle of nowhere, is it a little bit, fucking hell, you know?
Yeah, you better be a fucking good mechanic.
Amazing. That's not what I was thinking.
You better drive a Ford.
I was going to ask you this is my next question.
They don't break down.
Sam, do you have a shooter?
Several.
Really?
I didn't know anybody didn't have one.
Take me through your weaponry. What have you got? Have you got anything in the truck?
Yeah, I usually keep, I don't have it in here right now. It's inside. I was cleaning it this morning. I just got my little 22 gopher gun out here.
And what's that what's that for? What's it for?
22, it's a little rimfire cartridge. Plinking, we call it, just shooting around, shooting cans, shooting rabbits, gophers, pests, raccoons, you know.
Hang on. Are you talking like a 22 as in an air rifle? A 22 like a Glock or something?
22 caliber.
Right, so not a .22 air rifle, which is what I'm thinking.
No, but that would be the same caliber as the air rifle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a rimfire. 22s are popular, kids' first gun kind of thing, you know.
Kids' first gun.
Yeah, they're really, no, that's the thing here. That's, you know, everybody gets a gun when they're 10 or 11. It's usually a 22. But they're awesome for varmints, which we deal with a lot here.
You know,
such as foxes.
Sam, we can identify. Wait there. Oh yeah, I'm packing. I shoot mice with it. We get a lot of mice here, and sometimes I just sit there and I take the little fuckers out. Have you ever had to get one of your guns out in like defense? Has it come on top and you've had to go fuck off, man, or I'll shoot you?
No, I've never had to do that, and I pray I never ever have to do it. But my philosophy is, I hope for the best and prepare for the worst. I have a gun. I'm ready to protect myself, but I hope I never have to.
Okay, that's a sensible attitude. Is it concealed carry?
Yes, in Montana, you can carry a handgun at 18. You need a license to conceal it, but if you want to carry it openly, you don't need a license to.
So when you go out to like the sort of rodeo, yeehaw, disco party, drink ups, whatever they're called, shindig, redneck, I don't know what they're called. Is there a good chance that the men at least are carrying guns?
Yes, if not on them, in the truck. Usually they're not going to carry their gun into a rodeo.
Right.
Just because it's usually pretty sensible people there that aren't going to fuck around.
Yeah, of course.
But the town I live next to, meth is a huge problem there. In fact, in the city that's about 30 miles away from me, the biggest city in Montana, last night they found a headless body wrapped up in a carpet.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Because meth is huge here.
Because you can make it in your bath, can't you? Hang on, we'll get onto the drug problem in a minute. I just want a couple more things about guns. When I said that then about the rodeo, and I said, is it likely that the men are carrying guns? I said that without kind of thinking, but I'm assuming it's more of a men thing. Or do the women carry guns in Montana?
A lot of women carry guns too, because a lot of rapists here. A lot of bad shit has been going down lately, and I think more power to them. They need to protect themselves.
You know what? I haven't got a girlfriend at the moment, but I live in London, and when I was with her, given the option, I would have had her carrying a little Beretta or something. It's fucking dangerous around here. So the drug problem. I know America has, and I know the West actually has got a big meth problem. What about the opioid epidemic, your OxyContins and all that? Do you know a lot of people using them?
Yes, I do. It's mostly the opioid epidemic as far as pills and stuff go. It's mostly the high schoolers
Really?
stealing pills from their parents. I've been asked before to sell people pills because my mom had a car accident and was on painkillers, and fucking shitheads asked me to get them pills. You know,
Wow.
it's huge, and it's absolutely degeneracy. It's destroying this country.
And they go from the OxyContins to when they can't get them and they're expensive and they're hard to get hold of, then they start using street heroin. That's what I mean. I've been a heroin addict most of my life. I'm aware of this problem, but we don't really have the OxyContin thing here because doctors don't prescribe it.
Yep, yep. It's slowly destroying this country. In my opinion, I'm witnessing the moral decay of the American country, and
Really?
I
It's
think
that
drugs have a
bad?
lot to blame. Yes, it's terrible. Look at our culture. Look at the things that are happening. Look at our president making an ass of himself on Twitter in front of other countries. It's it's not really that dissimilar from the fall of the Roman Empire
No, I know.
and the events that led up to it.
No, and
It's
degeneracy characterizes that end of an empire kind of situation where people have,
yeah,
my generation, I've had no wars. We had a bit of the Falklands and a couple of things, but we've had nothing to fight for. And Europe now is just capitulating to an invading culture. And America
yes,
has got its own problems, yeah. And I think the end of empires are characterized by the kind of things we're seeing.
yes. I've been thinking that for a long time now, and I'm just glad I live where I do, out in the middle of nowhere. And in the end, I'm not going to be the one that's hungry.
No, I understand that. But Sam, I've got a question for you. So you describe it as degeneracy, yet you smoke a very addictive killer narcotic. The only difference is the legal status.
Right,
So are
and
you a degenerate?
I've gotten that a lot. The only thing I can say to that is yes, nicotine, cigarettes, chewing tobacco, whatever. They are very addictive. They're expensive, and they destroy your life. But I've never went out and I've never stole from my mom. I've never killed somebody for money for another cigarette.
Okay, would that not suggest that legalization would be a good way to go?
I'm all for legalizing marijuana, personally. Your body, your choice. I'm not gonna lie and say I've never smoked pot.
Hang
'Cause,
on a minute, hang on, you dirty little degenerate. Sammy boy. You've sat around smoking bifters, have you?
yes, I have in the past. I'm past that. I used to be an alcoholic. I'm not anymore.
Did you?
Um,
Hang on,
yes,
whoa. You used to be an alcoholic.
yes,
You
and I'm only
dirty
2 months.
degenerate, Sam. What, you'd wake up
I'm
in...
only I'm only 2 months sober.
Oh, hang
So
on. So you've got a drink problem.
yes,
Sam, I know all about addiction. Well, not all about it, but I've been on the receiving end of it all my life, so I'm not judging you at all. And so you got clean. How did you stop drinking? You just stopped?
I just stopped. I stopped putting myself in situations where I'd be tempted to drink. I cut out a lot of people from my life, and I said this is for the better. So I've watched a lot of people in my family and a lot of friends go down that road, watched a lot of people die. I said I don't want this.
No, it's a terrible way to go as well. An alcohol death. Oh my gosh.
It's my dad is doing it right now. My dad is turning yellow, for God's sake. So
Wow, that's not easy to go through. I feel for you there, man. I watched my old man die, but it wasn't through alcohol. It was just health issues. So well done for giving up. That's a bit of a bombshell. That's like, oh my gosh. So what a brave and strong thing to do. I know how hard it is to stop. If you can stop drinking though, man, you can stop smoking. Jesus.
yeah, and I actually found that not drinking has cut down on the cigarettes quite a bit. I smoke mostly because I get bored now,
Yeah, and
and because
also,
I'm a son of a bitch.
but I know that one. If I go out for a couple of gin and tonics, even though I'm on the vape, I'll sometimes have a sneaky fag. It's something about that dry feeling in your throat while you're drinking.
Yes.
Okay, so exciting stuff. So I'm thinking you've just given up drinking. You're in love with the girl of your dreams. You've got the family farm. How old are you actually?
20.
Right, 20. So you've got your whole life ahead of you. The world is your clam.
Yeah, I like to think that way.
No, you like to think that the world is your oyster, not your clam. As one door opens, another one shuts. So yeah, it's all there for you. So what do you want from life?
You know what? To be completely honest, and this is gonna sound really cliche.
Doesn't matter.
But I just want to have my farm. I want to have a family, couple kids, nice pickup truck. That's about it.
I think that's amazing. And I tell you what, it's been lovely talking to you, and it's an inspiring message. And much of that is inspiring. And I tell you what, you have a look at the comments for this video, and you'll see a lot of people very proud of you. You're like the mascot of this channel, Sam. Have you got any last words you'd like to say to my exceptionally large channel?
You know what? Any last words? I'd like to say thank you, Dangerfield. It's unexpected. I gotta thank you. You've been a very kind host. Thank you for giving me a chance to put a glimpse of my life for people that have never seen it.
What an absolutely wonderful young man you are. Stay online though, Sam, when I end the recording. All right, there you go, people. Tell us what you think in the comments. I'll leave a link to Sam's channel downstairs. Go and subscribe to him, and he might tell you about putting his hand up cow's ass.